Hi, I'm Jack from Super Rad MMA. Please check out our podcast, which is found at the description link down below. Also check out our social media. It would mean a lot to us if you liked, shared, subscribed, all that good stuff. We've plenty of good content coming this year. We're going to bring some top 10 videos to you, as well as hopefully more content like this, and of course the podcast as well. So please check it out. And here's why I'll be betting on Cowboy Cerrone.
Jack and Mel weigh in.
So all the Conor fanboys are obviously out of the woodwork, which is no bad thing. I mean, he does seem to have turned a bit of a corner as of late. His attitude seems to be much more like the old Conor that we're used to seeing, and something definitely hasn't been right in the recent past. That said, I'll still be betting Cerrone. I do favour Conor, but let me explain why. The reason I'll be betting Cowboy is because I think that the odds aren't actually reflective of the chance that Cowboy has. I do favour Conor, and I think there's two bets that could be at play here. One will be Conor in the first round, and the other would be Cowboy to finish the fight after the first round, so second round onwards. I think that Cowboy, yes, he is a slow starter, and yes, it does take him a while to get into the flow, but if he can survive that first round storm from Conor, I think he's in with a good chance. Cowboy's a hard guy to bet against. Time and time again I've managed to avoid betting on him and wished I did. I rectified that mistake in the fight against Mike Perry. I rectified it in the fight against Alexander Hernandez, and to me the odds just aren't reflective of this in this fight. I don't know if we'll see him utilise wrestling super early. I think that he'll try and relax in the first round and just try and weather the storm. Cerrone's chances get exponentially better in each round, I think, and I think that Cowboy stands a better chance the longer it goes on. I think his recent performances have obviously been at times questionable, but I think that he's still got enough left in the tank, and since having the kid does seem to have a new fuel. I do favour Conor. I have made my prediction and I will stick by it. It will be a Conor first round TKO. However, the odds are just too good to pass up on what I believe is a completely plausible and possible outcome of this fight, which is Cerrone coming away with the win. If he does manage to do it, what's next for Conor? Probably still going to go ahead and get the BMF title anyway, or chase the title, I should say. Probably still going to, line himself up with a fight at 155. I mean, this is the thing. He's still got Gaethje there waiting, and in some ways I appreciate this fight being at 170 in that he can just duck back down to 155 and go, right, I'll fight Gaethje then. And that probably puts him in contention again for a shot, despite Habib saying he won't get it. Smart business as always by Conor. So Conor, obviously everyone says he has this mystical power, this one-punch knockout power, and he did at 145, I guess, to an extent. You saw it with Aldo. You didn't see it against Diaz, but then all the fanboys will tell you that's because Diaz has a great chin, which is true. But even the Alvarez fight, I mean, I can't remember the last time I saw an Alvarez fight where he didn't get sat down either. I think the old chinny chin's going a bit there, so it's a tough one to gauge. That said, I'm not a Conor hater. I'm just not a nut rider either. I think that he has a good, very, very good chance against Cowboy, especially in the first round. But I said I'd be betting Cowboy. Cardio issues, that's what people say about Conor all the time. I don't know if it's cardio issues. I think he struggled a bit with pacing, especially at 170. But there's a few factors at play. At 170, obviously, you are going to tire quicker, especially because you're carrying a little bit more muscle in Conor's instance, so you have to give him a bit of a bite ball with it. That said, I think that he has learned a lot from those two Diaz fights at 170, and I think that this fight is probably about the right level for Conor as a comeback. Cowboy's still a big name, so getting a win over him probably does give him some credit. Being at 170, you would have to imagine Cowboy is going to be bigger than Conor. I saw Chael Sonnen saying that he thinks Conor will come in the late 160s. That could be the case, but Conor's looking pretty swole, brah, recently, so it's hard to gauge whether or not he will come in at 170 or under. I think that Conor will come out early. He will pressure Cowboy. I expect him to utilise kicks to the body a lot in particular, because people have said in the past that Cowboy's soft in the body from that ATV, the quad injury, where he had his intestines and all, I believe, out, which is gross. But I think that Conor definitely has a strong chance of putting him away early. As I said at the beginning of the video, the odds aren't truly reflective of how good a chance Cowboy has. I mean, he's still Cowboy. I think a lot of people are sleeping on him. They did the same thing with Mike Perry. Not that the two of them are on the same level, but people did sleep on Cowboy. Same with Alex Hernandez. He's washed up, he's done, and he comes out and puts on a clinic. The Ally Quinta fight as well. There's a lot of positives for Cowboy Cerrone in this fight stylistically, and if he can survive that first round, I do favour him. What I'll bet will be probably Cerrone to finish inside the distance after the second round if I can, and I'll probably also cover that with a McGregor first round. I mean, I'm not saying that Conor couldn't do it in the second. I just think that exponentially the Cowboys' chances get better as the rounds go on. It's a great fight. It's still Cowboy Cerrone, so it's a name that Conor can add to his resume. They have a little bit of history as well. Obviously that press conference they were at before, I think Conor said he was stiff as a board. We'll see. So let us know in the comments below what you think, who you think's going to win, and put your prediction just down below. And again, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. It really helps the channel out. We'll be back with the podcast, which you'll find linked below. And peace.